Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to our Friday live stream of the Association for Vascular Access. I'm Blake Hotchkiss, and with me,
I'm
as
Judy
always,
Thompson. Hey guys.
Judy.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. So I hear you're speaking at a conference. What's that all about?
Oh my gosh. A friend and colleague and a gentleman on the foundation, he uh, instrumented an invite for me at a conference in China. Now, it's virtual this year, completely, uh, but it's fully in Mandarin. So I had to brush up. No, I'm kidding. I have no ability to speak Mandarin, but fortunately, he is going to help with the translation on that.
That's awesome.
So a little bit anxious. I can't wait for the Q&A portion.
Yeah.
So I think I am going to have a lot better feel for the folks that come to our conference where their English is not their first language in the future. So this is a little bit nerve wracking. I love speaking in public, but not in Mandarin. But thanks for asking about that.
Yeah,
What?
thankfully you get to speak in English and they'll translate to the audience. It'll be, be like
Absolutely.
watching a show like the UN where they all have earpieces in to
Exactly.
hear their translator. So I'm interested to hear your experience, and it would be interesting, and I'm sure our contact is going to give us some feedback about how the presentation went. What are you talking about?
I am talking about device selection in the presence of lymph node dissections and breast cancers and what the risks and benefits are for different devices.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited about that. It's a topic I'm passionate about, and we don't have a lot of research on, but there is a little bit of new stuff on it. So I'm really excited about presenting on that topic. And if it goes well, maybe I can do it for our AVA audience as well. We'll have to go. I'm going to wait for feedback before I go much further on that one. How
No,
about you, Blake?
that's
What are you up to?
well, I'm really excited. So, just like everyone watching on our Facebook Fridays, we are streaming. We have a new platform, shiny and new, and we're working out some kinks. I mean, for streaming, it works fantastically. Judy and I have been testing it in the background to help improve our webinar appearance. So, nice segue to our fall webinar series. So, we just had our first event on Wednesday talking about nasal decolonization. Special thanks again to our sponsor 3M for really hosting that, and Kim Princeton, who's one of their medical solutions divisions persons that presented on the topic. And what a wealth of knowledge! We're like way to kick
Absolutely.
off. Yeah, I mean we had a couple glitches, worked out some audio things that we didn't really anticipate in the actual live production, but again, when you're trying to really improve the professional look and feel of how we present, everyone's trying to do that. We're trying to give that, we missed out on a live conference this year because of the
Right.
pandemic. We want to bring you guys not just great content, but produce it in a way that you are excited and engaged to come and take a look. So, um, speaking of our fall webinar series, let's take a look at some of the events. I didn't put them all in the description in the box below, but please, you can check out our website, avainfo.org, for our calendar events. Look us on social media. We're posting stuff all the time.
We are.
Our next event is our second collaboration or collabinar with SIVA. So Ava and SIVA have been working on at least one webinar now and a second one talking about locking solutions. So this is something that's being really well done in Canada. And
Right.
last time we talked about the scope of practice, so it's kind of like a flip flop. They do locking solutions really well there. And in the US, we're bringing a lot of stuff to market, a lot of FDA approval. So we have some different perspectives. People who are using it in clinical practice. And then we have an expert from the States that is experienced now with the FDA approval process and the special exemptions that you can get when you're introducing it to special populations for special needs for patients. So, not special
I'm
needs
excited about
patients,
this one.
but
Yeah.
AIDS specifically. So,
For
um,
those, so Blake, SIVA, for those of folks that aren't knowing that acronym, what's SIVA?
that's our, like I would say, sister organization in Canada. So
It
the Canadian Vascular Access Association And we're working with them also on our clinical practice guidelines as well. So
Beautiful.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank
other
you.
other events that are coming up. So December is looking quite packed. You're gonna love this all the way into the holiday season. Angiodynamics has a webinar scheduled December 1st. We have one with BioLife that we're working on tentatively for December 7th. And then AccuVein, which we've all seen at conference, Greg Shears talk about vein visualization and using near infrared. AccuVein is going to have a great presentation and specifically on the pediatric application of that. So, and we know from our surveys, so thank you guys when you complete those. We do listen to your feedback as far as content that
Definitely.
you want to see. And there's a lot of ask for pediatric content. So this is going to be a great event coming up as well. So that's
And
kind
I
of
think
what we
that was,
have in the books for now. And
don't you think that's kind of a crossover one though, Blake? It's pediatrics for sure,
yes,
but NIR can definitely be used in the adult population too.
yes.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it really ranges the entire age spectrum. I've used it clinically when I worked in the emergency department years ago as a nurse, until I've started working with ultrasound and
Right.
trying to improve my practice before I became a vascular access specialist. So, yeah.
Hey, what about the new thing we're going to launch next week? Want
Uh,
to announce it?
no, go ahead.
So we've been doing podcasts for quite a while. So we are now branching into vodcast or video podcasts. So we had our kickoff. We recorded it yesterday. It's in edit right now. And then we will publish next week. So watch for that. It was a dynamic discussion with Terry Litchfield, who is internationally known as a patient advocate in the renal disease world, Dr. Mike Cyril, who is also in the renal dialysis world. And we talked, gosh, I mean, I was mesmerized. Blake, what did you think of the talk?
Man, the discussion was fantastic. So we've had Dr. Mike Searle on other discussions with us in podcasts. Just a fantastic speaker, very excited about dialysis and end-stage renal disease patients, and interesting discussion. Like we talked about using even just talking about language like renal disease versus kidney disease, and like being able to translate that to the patient side of things, the resources and time and energy that it takes for people to be able to transport back and forth to just receive their dialysis, in
Yeah.
addition to the practice of vascular access and some of these larger concepts when it affects patients and patient care.
And it's not one we give CEs for, but I learned from these folks in the 40 minutes we talked. I had so many takeaways.
It was a phenomenal discussion, and I think unique to this was really her Terry's patient advocacy experience, and as a lifelong person in that kind of
Right.
area, especially around kidney disease. So it was really
So,
unique to hear her perspective and how she's championed the cause in her international work as an advocate.
absolutely. So guys, I really encourage you to take a look at this. It was really fun to put together. And Blake, again, hats off to all the stuff you've done to make our production in such a professional manner, because this is all you. I'm your tester, but this is all your work, and I'm really proud of the production value you brought to us. So
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. As we've heard people say, it's like going from a nurse to a YouTube or a Facebook live streamer.
Well, you've done a
You
great
never
job,
know
and
where this will take you, right? So,
so guys, we have more and more coming up for you. We're looking forward to the rest of this year and kicking off some new stuff next year. Be safe out there, enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
yeah. So, guys, every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time, you can check us out on our Facebook Live event, and we are now posting these to YouTube as well if you're a YouTube fan. As always, follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it, we're out there. So, like Judy said, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.